Greetings and welcome to DevPlay Reason 3 Titan Lords. Today I want to show you a game by Piranha Bytes. You've probably heard about them. They've made stuff like Gothic and the previous Reason games. Reason is an RPG about pirates. And this is a third one in the series. The first was quite interesting. The second one was pretty bad. It had a lot of problems. Bad in a technical way. The game itself was actually pretty interesting, at least from my perspective. And now comes the third part, which is, well, if you want to know the answer right now, it's good. I would say it's good. If you want to know why in details, then keep watching. So as always, let's start by going to the options menu and having a look at the settings that the game has to offer. So you have video settings. There is plenty of the screen resolutions, 16 by 10 as well. So I have the 16 by 9 screen and I'm recording as always in 1080p, so that works fine. 60 Hz from my monitor. I'm not sure if it supports more or not. You can toggle VSync on and off. I had some small tearing with VSync off, so I left it on. And then you have your advanced graphic options. Decent amount for an RPG. As you can see, I have everything cranked to the maximum. Again, this strange thing that some developers love to do when you have some options to be the maximum at ultra and then some at high. No idea how that works, but well, here you go. So you can toggle different things like shader quality, foliage quality, textures, landscape, shadows, water reflections, anti-aliasing. For some reason only on and off, so no support for NVIDIA or AMD custom anti-aliasing like the MSAA and other stuff. And yeah, decent amount. It's not an extremely good looking game, it's decent, but yeah, that should be okay. On my quite old computer that runs pretty well. So okay, let's go to the audio. So everything that you would expect here, separate volume sliders for pretty much anything in the game, unfortunately only by 10%, but 10 positions is okay. And then you have gameplay option, which include difficulty, in-game prompts, subtitles, map, and additional things like camera speed and autosave and things like this. So pretty good. Alright, let's jump into the game. Let's do it this way. So as you can see, I played around 13 hours and I think this is maybe one, I don't know, half, maybe a bit less than this. So I just actually got into one of the ordens that you have to actually join to battle the great evil here. I don't want to spoil the storyline, so I won't talk about that. So this is me, as you can see, with my uniform of demon hunters that I've joined. And this is me on one of the islands that game has to offer. You are a pirate that battles the greater evil and wants to return his soul back to his body. If you want to know more about storyline, go read it in the wiki or buy the game and play it. Okay, so let's have a look at what you actually got. You have your equipment, obviously, so you get several slots. You can have a right-hand weapon, which is usually something like a sword. As you can see here, I have a bone breaker. As far as I've seen, this is the most powerful melee weapon in the game. And I will tell you why I need it in a moment. And then I have my spells that I learned from the demon hunters. So I have a thunderbolt that replaces actually the melee weapon, and but it's a bit slow and I don't like it, and the damage it does is, as you can see, far less than the melee weapon actually. Then I have a left-hand weapon that can be either a gun or something like a crossbow. So I have here a bronze gun, but maybe it's a good idea. Yeah, that looks better actually. Let's equip this one. So it uses projectiles. As you can see, the ammunition is a lead shot there, and you can use it in a combat to like break defense of opponent or something like this. But you can, you probably can kill enemy with it, but it's not very good idea. Then you have your head, body, legs, feet, armor slots. It's just your typical stuff. the, you know, basic stat boosting thing. And then you have your earrings. So I have quite a collection of them here. I found that it's quite useful to have several of them. So when I need like lockpicking, I just switch to this ring, and when I need a silver tongue, I just switch here. The same goes for the amulets, and the same goes for the rings. Unfortunately, I did not find many rings that could be useful. Okay, then you have magic. So those 4 spells are learned by me. As you can see, they don't have a counter on the right side, or they actually don't say consumable in description. So this is something I can just bind to my spell wheel. Yeah, so I'm playing with a controller right now. The UI for keyboard looks slightly different. You actually bind it to the number keys from 1 to 10. From 1 to 0, I mean, and then use it from there. But I use a controller, so you bind it to this wheel and use it in combat like this, which is not exactly the perfect way, but well, it works decent. Okay, and then you have scrolls, which are consumable, as you can see on the right side there. And they actually give you some bonuses, not necessarily the combat ones. So well, healing is obviously heal, so then you can have a crystal torch that illuminates the surroundings for some time. And then you have stuff, interesting stuff like rust, for example, that decreases the complexity of lock in front of you, which is pretty useful to crack the chests, because some of them require quite high skill of the lockpicking. And then I have a parrot flight, which is an essential skill to get into some places in this game, which turns you into a parrot and you can fly for a short duration. And then additional skills from the voodoo magic, which I didn't pick up, so I just usually sell this stuff. I did not find it very useful. Then you have your usable items. I have some raw meat that I can fry to make provisions from it. I have my monkey. That is actually a skill that you learn that gives you this item. You can unleash it and then run as a monkey to steal stuff from people. It's quite useful. I have torches to light stuff in the night. I did not find it any... it's not useful. It's just not useful at all. The nights are so bright you don't even care usually. I mean, maybe there are some places that are dark, but I haven't seen them. Then you have provision. This is something that boosts your regeneration, and essentially everything that you collect, like you have raw meat, if you fry it, you will get 1 provision. If you collect berries, you will get 1 provision, and so on. And then you have different liquor, which boosts your blood. So blood is your health, basically. So liquor does the instant health recovery. But I prefer just to, crunk a lot of provisions, because it's really easy to get them. And I mean, the regen is a bit slower, okay, but well, who cares? And then you have additional drinkable liquors that are providing bonuses. So like here you can see the painkiller provides blade proof and bulletproof 50 and duration 60, I guess, seconds. And that can be very helpful in combat, as well as, you have things like this. So you have these liquors that give you vision of something. I will show you a bit later what it is. And I have a vision of gold actually already acquired. You can buy that for money as a permanent upgrade, but we'll talk about that a bit later. Okay, yeah, for example, here I have this ritual potion that boosts my alchemy skill for a few seconds. Can be useful when you're making potions. And then you have, so those are the flowers that I collected. I can use them in alchemy or the brewery, brewing liquors. It's a separate skill for some reason, does not count as alchemy. I have no idea why. Alright, then I have loot, which includes bolts, bullets, and lead shot that are used for shooting your sidearm. I have some ore here, pearl, some goblets, plates, and some other stuff that I collected while fighting the monsters and exploring. There is ancient knowledge, and this is actually something that I have to give to demon hunters to train my magic. So basically I spend it to buy magic. Sorry. Alright, let's see what else. And there's some golem hearts, some notes that I can read, and you can actually find some like secrets, secret locations described in them. All right, what else? Pouch of crystals, there's some quest stuff, and yeah, I have some, what is this? This is actually the sword recipe, or yeah, it's a part. So I can craft a sword if I get the hilt. And then I have some steel, and then I have some recipes, and you know, it's all mixed in one place. It's slightly annoying because like these recipes and schematics, okay, it's good that I have them, but I don't want to see them all the time. I just want to see them when I go to the crafting station, basically, yeah. And the same goes for keys. Like, okay, I used those keys, I don't really need them. Why are they still here? All right, and yeah, all tab is just shows you all stuff. Okay, then you have your character, which where you can increase your stats. You do that by spending glory, which is essentially the experience points. So you get glory whenever you kill someone or complete quests. And the more you spend on a skill, the more glory it requires. So here you can see the ranged, I haven't spent anything, and now it costs 500. So if I keep increasing it, it will get more and more expensive. It increases by 500 every time. So as you can see, I put quite a lot into melee and toughness, influence, and dexterity. And magic as well. So I started increasing that as soon as I got my magic stuff, because you don't get this from the start of the game. You have to actually join the faction to get it. Okay, then you have your skills, which are split into categories, basically depending on the stats you are increasing and the stuff that you want to do. And those are acquired through two things. So first, you need enough gold to buy that. And second, you need enough stats for it. So here, for example, you can see Sword Master requires 4,000 gold and 100 of melee, which is an incredible amount of stat attributes. I mean, wait, this is, yeah. So here I have, you can see I have 50, and it's like 14 hours into game. Maybe if I wouldn't spend it on anything else, I could get 100 melee by now, but man, that would be tough without toughness and dexterity and influence. Heck, I mean, sometimes you need this silver tongue and intimidation. I got the riposte, which is actually one of the essential skills for combat, and it makes really, the combat is pretty annoying without it. Then I have some blacksmithing and undead bane, and yeah, some other skills. So they vary. And then you have like take horns, pull claws, skinning, all that, you know, stuff that gives you more loot basically from monsters. So as you can see in thievery, I have like monkey trainer, that the skill that gave me the monkey that I can use for stealing stuff. I have some sneaking, which does not seem to be very useful actually. Whenever I use it, everyone's just like, oh, why are you sneaking here? It's like, okay, that is not useful at all. Even at night, they're like sleeping and you just sneak into the room and they just jump like, oh, well, I mean, maybe I can show you a bit later. So I have some boosts to the Silver Tongue and Safe Cracker, and those I haven't taken actually yet. Okay, and then you have your collection. So those are kind of legendary items that you can find through legendary quests, basically. And they give you some additional permanent bonus to your stats. So as you can see, like this one gives you the bulletproof bonus, this one gives you the astral vision bonus, this one gives you the slashing weapons bonus, and so on. So you have a set of them, and there is actually quite a number of them. So you can spend some time exploring and finding those. Alright, let's have a look at the map of the game. So this is the island I am currently on now. It's called Tyrannis, and it's an island of gnomes, and the mages here do their research on the magical crystals, and you have to convince them to join your cause. So as you can see, the map is actually quite a decent size. It's smaller than it actually looks. So you would just look and say, oh, it would take days to cross this map. No, actually not days. It's much smaller. I mean, I can show you in a few moments, but it's decent. And then you can go to the sea chart, which shows you this map that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 islands. And those are basically the islands where you will be spending most of your time. So each island has its own quests, its own faction, and well, I mean, it takes quite a lot of time actually to complete all of them. Even after you join a faction, the other factions does not drop other quests, basically. So the only quests that are dropped are the ones that are required for joining the faction. So you can still complete all of them, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And actually, you would be required to complete most of them if you want to. If you want to get to the well, I mean, you're required to complete them since you need to talk to the heads of those guilds and to actually progress the quest, basically, because you need their help to kill the greater evil, whatever thing. Okay, and then you have your logbook, which is, so those are the quests. As you can see, they are split into several categories, and then there are some without categories. I've got no idea how that works. There's some totally random categorization. I mean, those are kind of main ones. The blue highlighted with the blue one. You can expand them sometimes. And those are not the main ones. I've got no idea why they are not in the category. But yeah, that's just the way it is. So usually you have your like quests nicely sorted here, and you can, you know, press X to get the quest tracked on the map. So it's all nice and easy. So we're actually on Tyrannus. So let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, so we have to go talk to that guy. Maybe let's do that. Then, yeah, okay. So you can see the amount of quests that I actually completed here. It's quite a lot, including the quite a lot of tutorial stuff and some weapon quests and, you know, some stuff. Okay, and then I have my crew, which consists of a few guys that are kind of unique characters that you actually can talk to and get quests from them and, you know, speak to them and interact with them, which is nice. And some just, you know, filler characters, I guess, like scouts. And yeah, and then I have some spots that are not yet occupied because I haven't gathered all the crew yet. But it's quite good. So okay, let's have a look at the, I guess there is a crafting station nearby. I think the anvil should be here. Yeah, here we go. Forge. That is, for some reason, forge, not anvil. That's forge. Okay. So let's use forge. I will show you. I think I should have enough mats to craft this one. Yeah, I can craft a captain's saber, which would be even more powerful than what I have now. That's perfect. So the crafting works in a way that you just gather the mats and then you select it and press A. Done. That's pretty much all the crafting that game actually has to offer. Alright, let's equip it. And everything else, including the alchemy and I imagine the... Okay, let's see. Do I have something to steal here? Raw steel. Perfect. So yeah, this is the astral vision. And basically when you just get it, it's just this gray world, which is sort of underworld vision, whatever thing. And it's utterly useless. I was like, okay, I got that, now what I do with it. But when you join faction, you can actually buy the enhancements for it. So I, for example, bought the golden vision, so I can, when I enable it, I can actually now see all the valuable items here. I don't know why the broom is valuable, but whatever. So again, you can see them and then obviously grab them. Okay, is there something upstairs? Let's see. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, now they start yelling at me.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah,
I'll be
don't
all
even
over
think.
you the moment you do.
So for some reason, most of the characters in this game are actually British. I don't know what's going on with that one. But yeah. Okay, but we have to actually go talk to the gnome and tell him that I saved his friend. So let's do this. We can run a bit. For some reason, this guy is a deadly pirate who does not run more than a few seconds. Yeah, he's already tired, you know. It's so hard running more than 50 meters. Alright. I guess we should go somewhere here. So there's some... Maybe I can even show you some combat. So, but meanwhile, while I'm walking, let's talk about the RPG part of the game and, you know, how does it feels and how does it look. So I can tell you that the quests are pretty good. The story is, well, I mean, you know, the Risen was always very cheesy like RPG, and the Risen 3 is not an exception. So it's a cheesy one, but it's quite good. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, and it really gives you this feel of a grand adventure, you know, so it's pretty cool. Okay, we got this guy, let's talk to him. Okay, you should go to
Brown
camp.
said you should go to the camp. I don't think he dares go past you.
What?
He inhaled too many spores here. He's scared of you.
Scared of Raka? Bullshit! If I go, Brownie becomes normal again?
Maybe.
Okay. Raka go. I wait for him at camp. Thanks, homie. Here, have Oro.
Okay, he gave me 10 gold, very generous guy. So as you can see, the voice acting, so all the dialogues are voice acted, which is nice as well. And we have some combat gear. Okay, so all the dialogues are voice acted. It's quite nice, and it's pretty enjoyable to listen to them. But yeah, so aside from the questing, I mean, this game has quite a lot of going for it. So all this, you know, crafting, even though it's quite basic. All the gathering and mining and, you know, searching for the treasure. You can actually like find spots where you can dig up chests and stuff like this. There's actually a lot of exploration going on. But for some reason, most of the systems have some minor or not so minor annoyances in them. Like, for example, the combat is outright not very good until you get all your spells once you join the faction. That's like 10 hours into the game, or maybe 6 if you are really fast and just focus on the main thing, yeah? Duck, we have a duck. Let's kill a duck, I don't like ducks. Die. Okay. Okay, we got some stuff. Alright, so the combat is not very good until you get your spells, and even then... Oh, we got some mine goblins. That was still, that was wrong button, whatever. Let's just smack them. With this sword, actually, I don't even care what's going on. So the problem with the combat is that when you start, it actually, you feel like you are extremely underpowered, while your companions can just murder everyone with a few hits, and this is extremely annoying. It's like it takes ages to actually kill someone alone, and then you have to like dodge every time, and well, it's and yeah, this is one more thing. Whenever you want to target something and pick it up, sometimes you just snap, I mean, at least with the gamepad, maybe it's better with the keyboard and mouse, but you just snap into your companion, and instead of picking up stuff, you just start talking to him. It's like every time I was like, I don't want to talk to you, I just want to pick up this ore, or, you know, loot this corpse or whatever. This can be annoying. Okay, is there spiders? They're safe to drop. Yeah, it seems so. Ugh. I can actually shoot them. Bang.
Ready your weapon.
Ugh, they jumped up, okay. Ow. Dicks. Come on, no. Yeah, the enemies are, if there's more than one, they can pretty easily stun lock you, and especially if there's not enough space to run away, you will be... I mean, it will be just annoying, like really, really annoying. Again, if you have magic, it's much easier. So yeah, here we have mining, so I mine iron vein, and as you can see, that's all that mining consists of. You just take a pickaxe, come at it, press A button, and you get ore. It's not necessarily bad, but you know, there's no depth to it. So all you do is just collect the materials and, well, come on, let's do repose there. Come on, come here. Okay. So combat basically consists of 2 buttons. Okay, 3 buttons. So first one is the strike. You can either do combo strikes, or you can hold it to do a power strike, and that's it. Then you have your block button, so which blocks slow or like light attacks, and if someone does this heavy attack against you, then your block will be broken, you will be staggered for a few seconds, and then they can just smack you with a normal attack. And then and then you have the dodge. So since I'm a demon hunter, my dodge is sort of this warping thing. But normally you just roll around. I don't know how the dodge looks for mages and other factions. Let's get that. Let's drink some water. And then at some point you as well get riposte, which basically works the way that you have to press the block at the correct moment, and that will actually do the counter attack. Let's try to do this. There we go. So this is riposte actually. Nope. Okay, he killed him before I could actually do it. Alright, so with riposte it's actually much easier to fight, especially against the tougher enemies. Those goblins are not too much of a threat. So yeah, the combat is, you know, I would compare it to The Witcher 2, the original one that came out in the very beginning, not the enhanced edition that had a lot of improvements, and not the full combat rework mod. So it was extremely tough and very annoying. It's exactly the same here. So it's, although The Witcher had a lot more depth to it actually. Alright, so we have a locked chest here and we can try to open it. So it's a tiny mini game, the lockpicks doesn't break, and there's no real challenge here actually. So all you do is you just have to pop them up in a proper succession. So I guess that's not the proper one. Here we go. Yeah, so you just have to find the right order and that's it, and then you just take everything. And most of the mini games that this game have are like this. I mean, there's actually quite a lot of them, including the naval battles with the evil creatures. We can actually fry stuff. Okay. Here we go. We got some provisions. We got ham. Okay, we can fry more. So most of the mini games, like, you know, drinking game and knife throwing. And oops, he broke my block. Nope. I don't even have to use my magic against those guys. Yeah, so as I was saying, most of the mini games like drinking game and throwing knives and arm wrestling are very, very, very basic. It's like almost like press one button to win at the right time. And you know, it's okay. They give you enough variety, but they don't really bother you too much, because in some games they just make those extremely difficult, and it gets really annoying after some time, and you just say, God damn it, I want to win that prize from this guy. Now here it's quite easy. You just have to like do 1-2 tries and you've most likely won. So combat is mediocre, mini games are basic. What else? So as I said, the storyline is really good. I like it. Cheesy but good.
There's strength in numbers.
Whoops. Come on, come here. Come here. Oh yeah, let's talk about the loot and the gear and the swords and all that stuff. So if, you know, in the RPGs you would expect that this stuff will have...
You met your match.
Okay, we killed them. So they did the, you know, we would have a lot of swords and a lot of like equipment and armors and everything like this. But no, this game is again closer to the way that Witcher 2 was. So you have a pretty limited amount of swords and...
Ready your weapon.
Come on. Let's summon our... Nope, I can't summon anyone. Okay, smack.
Finally, the goblins had a great mine here. Now we could actually mine the resources.
Yeah, let's mine the resources. So, do we have anything to mine here, actually? What do we have? Wood all, and there's some stuff here to loot. Okay, so, yeah, as I was saying, the loot system is pretty much... Oh, God damn it. Closer to the way that Witcher worked, Witcher 2 again. In the way that, you know, you have this several... kind of epic items and swords with names that are well known, and you can get them like in 1 or 2 places and at most, and they are quite expensive and pretty rare, so every upgrade really gives you a lot of power. And it works the same way here, so you don't have like a huge variety of items, but they do boost you quite a lot if you get really good ones. But once again, I think that Risen is not actually about getting items or combat or even, oh god. Yeah, from time to time you get these pretty dumb cutscenes that knock you down and take your health down, and you can just heal and off you go. It's more about, you know, exploring the island, talking to people. I mean, the dialogues are really good and all of them are voiced. So it's really enjoyable to just listen to this. I mean, okay, it's cheesy, but well, I like this kind of cheese. Come on. Smack. The camera is horrible as well, so from time to time it just tends to do some very strange angles and you're like, ah, where did the enemy go? This can be annoying. But, you know, at the... Whoops. Let's actually summon our dog. Come on, doggy. Let's kill them. But actually, the dialogues parts and the island exploration and the puzzle solving that... I mean, there are occasional, like, small puzzles. They're actually pretty good. So this part is really awesome. The world is very detailed and there's a lot of interesting things to find here. Okay, let's kill him. The companions are sometimes just like acting like a brain dead. They just stop attacking at all.
You met your match.
And yeah, there's this part as well. I don't know, can we loot him? No, we can. So whenever something flies into the water, you usually cannot get to it. So this is slightly annoying. We know that you fight too much on beaches, but still. Come on. Smack. No, 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 stop. Here we go. I got something from him. Okay. But yeah, so it's the exploration and quests part are really good. So if you're into dialogues and, you know, solving puzzles, because the quests here are not just like, you know, go there and kill 20 goblins. I mean, obviously there are quests like this as well, as you've seen, like I now clean this mine and killed the goblins that were bothering the guys there. But there are as well quests like, you know, this there was a quest about the guy who gone mad, and I had to figure out what happened and how to prevent him from killing all the people on the island. So, and there was like several ways of doing that, or I think I could have actually just let him kill everyone. So this is interesting as well. I mean, this is always was like kind of a thing in a Gothic and Risen theory is that, you know, you have quests where you can approach them from several angles. And the same goes for like the quest, you know, there's a quest where the guys occupied the lighthouse. They kicked out the old lighthouse keeper and just settled in there, stole his stuff, and they are guards from the local government. And you can just go there and kick their asses, and if you can, because they are really tough, you know, they are like militia and they are very, very good. They have very high level gear for that time. You still can do this because the combat is skill based. Whatever, you know, however simple it still requires skill. And if you are skilled, you can kill even the bosses in the very beginning. It's not that hard. It's just really annoying because you do little damage. But yeah, you can kick their asses and just knock them out of there, basically.
It looks like someone here has diverted the water from the waterfall.
Okay, that is very, very interesting observation. I don't know why I need to know that. Okay. But yeah, but then again, the second approach is that you can just go and find the things that prove that they stole this stuff. Like, for example, the secret stash of one of the guys. And then he has a note there like, oh, the diary. I stole the stuff from this old fart lighthouse keeper. And then you can just like either go and tell him, okay, you go away and give me all your stuff, or I will turn you into your superior officer. Or you can just go to the officer in the first place and say, hey, look, your subordinates are, you know, like doing the robbing the people from their houses and items. So it's pretty cool, you know, that you have this variety of options how to solve the quest, and there's a lot of those quests. There's equal amount of quests where you just, you know, go there and kill something or get the heart of the panther or whatever. But still, I think they're quite equally balanced, and it's very interesting to do both and actually vary them. Okay, I think I've pretty much covered everything in this game. Let's show you, I guess, how the monkey works. Let's see. So I think I actually completed one of the quests, so maybe we can show you one more dialogue. So we're on one made it. Survive the shadow attack, possibly help them. See, treasure stuff. Are we on Tyrannis? Yes, we are. So where's the quest actually? Is this the one? No. Yeah, so this one will probably, you know, I just completed the quest about goblins. Like, where is it? The UI is very quirky. Like, I've got no idea. So you as well have this teleporter or portals, I don't know, teleporter stones or gates, whatever. You can activate them with the teleport stone, and then you can use them to quick travel there inside of the island for some reason. So if you actually want to go on another island, you have to go back to your ship and then go to the island, and then only then use the portal, which is annoying. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can talk to the captain. Maybe he was the one who gave me the quest. Yeah, so here you can just tell, okay, teach me stuff.
What would you like to know?
And he will offer you the various things. So I can actually learn that. I think I have enough money and enough melee and dexterity.
I want to be able to attack more quickly.
Simply strike faster. The most difficult thing is not losing your momentum. Try to keep that momentum going when you're attacking. Use it to immediately launch further strikes.
So yeah, as you can see, the dialogues are pretty damn cheesy, and you know, that just learned me faster attacking. So I can actually... Whoops! No, let's not do this. Oh god. Oh god. And he just knocked me out. Yeah, so it's better not to mess with the high level guys. I just got my ass kicked really hard. Well, luckily for me, they are not very... I actually haven't tried to attack anyone like this out of blue, just like in the night where they're alone. I don't know what will happen if I just try to kick his ass. But obviously he just kicked mine and he doesn't care about me anymore. Let's heal, and it's... yeah, this as well is annoying. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So yeah, the learning is as well pretty basic. Yeah, so that's
These dwellings look rather good considering they belong to gnomes. I always thought they lived in holes in the ground.
Yeah, nobody likes gnomes in this game, and they are very strange fellas. But yeah, so this is pretty much Reason 3 Titan Lords in a nutshell. I would say if you like story-driven RPGs with a lot of dialogues, a lot of tiny puzzles and riddles, and, you know, so finding the best way to solve the quest that is given to you, and you as well enjoy exploration and maybe some occasional combat, which is not particularly good in the first part of the game but gets pretty nice after you get your powers, then I would say Reason is something for you. So it's pretty good. Oh yeah, here I have my ship actually, where I have all my crew, and I can use it to sail to different islands. So we can go, for example, to Calador. Let's show you those nice cutscenes with the islands. No, it doesn't show cutscenes anymore, alright? I was just complaining yesterday that like every time you change islands it was showing those tiny cutscenes, yes, like how you leave the island and how you come to another one. Alright, here we go. So this is actually the island of the Demon Hunters, and as you can see it looks completely different. So the islands are very well designed and interesting to explore. And all of them have those tiny secrets and, you know, spots where you can find something. Whoops, nope, that was a bad idea. Come on. But yeah, so it's a pretty enjoyable game. Nope, he's not enemy.
Really showed that monster.
Let's talk to you guys.
Hey, what are you doing?
What? Who? Me? Nothing.
Yeah, sure. You're robbing these graves. It's obvious.
Oh, come on. They don't need the stuff anymore. Don't tell me you've never done something like this.
No, I haven't. I don't rob the dead.
Really? Well, that's very noble of you. As far as I'm concerned, the mages have asked me to search for knowledge and magic. Once I've gathered enough, I'll trade with the locals.
You aren't from Calador.
No, I'm a guardian from Tyrannus.
I don't give a fuck who you are. Keep your hands off those graves.
All right, I don't want to cause trouble. I was going somewhere else anyway.
Yeah, and then you can just got anything to sell. Let's trade, guy. Just sell me your stolen stuff.
No, I haven't found enough things to trade yet.
Alright, yeah, so as you can see, the dialogues are pretty good. And as I said, most of the people here are for some reason British. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. There's one more system in game. It's about your soul. So there's two ways of... oh, I can actually increase something. Nice. So there's two ways of playing the game. As you can see down below near the health, like there's 120 health, and then there's the merciful 92. That's my soul points, and there's two ways of play. So first one, you can be like kind of good guy, and I'm a good guy and I have like a lot of soul, so there's 92 soul points. And the other way is to be a dick and to lose soul points, and then you can align yourself with demons and get demon powers and tame demons, but people will hate you basically. So I decided to try the first playthrough with being a human as much as possible, and then maybe a second one with being a dick and being a demon. That sounds interesting. I mean, it's a nice system. So what I want to take, let's take that one more melee. No, I think I just want more magic maybe. No, or dexterity is enough. Toughness is fine as well. Yeah, I guess let's take more. Do I need? Yeah, let's take more magic. Why not? Okay. So yeah, that's about it. So this is Rhythm 3 Titan Lords, and he's already attacking something. Rats, perfect, die. I just murder them. You know, with this huge sword, I'm just killing them from a few blows, and this is really nice. Okay, so yeah, this is Rhythm 3 Titan Lords. If you like RPGs, as I said, a lot of talking, a lot of exploring, you will like it. If you like combat and loot, then this game is not really for you. If you like crafting, then it's pretty basic here. Do not expect anything special. But yes, if dialogues are your thing, then go for it. You will enjoy a lot. But it's cheesy, so remember that. Alright, Rhythm 3 Titan Lords. Available on Steam for $50 or your original equivalent. And thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye!